James 4:7-10. Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted, and mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. Therefore, the exhortations that follow logically result from the conditions in verses 1-6. Resist the devil. Do not submit to fear or flee from Satan, but stand against him. Satan cannot lead into sin against one's will. Draw nigh. God will not be unmoved. His welcoming response is always near. Hands and heart. The cleansing of one's life must involve both outward deeds and inner thoughts. So when I'm reading this, I think first, well, number one, we have to submit ourselves to God. We have to pray. We have to have humility. We have to realize that not everything's always going to be perfect. Not everything's going to go the way we want. But we have to be prepared to continually submit ourselves. And I also see in that verse 7, we have to resist the devil. And it's not always going to be easy, because the devil tempts you. The devil will put things in your place that sometimes look better than options you're either waiting for or options God's waiting to give you. It says that we need to purify our hearts. We have to be ready to face trials and tribulations. Because if we don't purify our hearts, that leads us to be double-minded. I love how in verse 10 it says, humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. If we are able to humble ourselves before God, pray when it's hard. I could openly admit that it's not always easy to pray. And those times when I don't feel like praying because I'm tired, those times when I can think of 50 other things I need to do, mop the floor, sweep the floor, make dinner, clean up something, do laundry, whatever that is, I know that that's the time I should be praying. Because the devil wants nothing more than distract you from what you need to do, which is to pray and to be there with God and sometimes just sit in that place. And I don't know about anybody else, but for someone like me, sometimes just sitting and being in the moment is not always easy, because my brain's going always 100 miles an hour of everything that has to be done. And I feel like sometimes it's just clutter in my mind, just filling it. And I often can't focus, and I think of 10 other things. But I know I need to be so much better at this and to humble myself in the sight of the Lord, and he'll lift me up. He'll be there for me. He'll be there to support me when I feel like I can't do it. So I think if you guys can, try reading these verses a few times and really take in what it's saying. Because if we're willing and ready, God will be there for us, but it's not going to always be easy. And distractions will always be in place. Just my opinion. So anyways, have a good rest of your day.